Australian meat in the wet market here in China. Something yucky came out of the wet markets here in China. We were all told in 2019 something about a wet market. I'll show you the real China, not the made up false narrative that you've been told on your media. Come and check this out. This is my local supermarket. Now they're closing because it's like 9:40 p.m. and I'm still with my son here, running around eating really super sweet, amazing bread from the bakery. But I want you to just take this in. Look, this is super high end, man. Like for example, this is 888 RMB for some
Daddy, I don't like this.
sea urchins,
Daddy, I can't eat.
which are medicinal, right?
Daddy, I don't like this lollies.
You don't like lollies?
And I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this.
Okay, that's all right. You don't have to like everything, sweetheart.
I don't like this,
Okay, so they have like a pharmacy here as well, built into the shopping center. And then I'm going to show you the area where there's food, which they say, you know, some kind of sickness came from the wet market. But I'm going to show you the real version. Ready? Again, this place is huge. It just goes on and on and on this way. Shalom, come over. Now, it's normally a lot more well lit. Everyone's packing up. Like the staff are packing up, the lights are turning off. So, you know, I'm not giving you the ideal version of what it's normally like. Beautifully well lit. You know, staff not packing things up and stuff. But look at the rows and rows and rows of Heineken.
Go and come buy some these.
What's going on here? Hoegaarden? Hang on. These are all the brands we're used to seeing in the West. Voss, Evian, Mount Franklin. Look, this place imports all kinds of cool stuff. Philadelphia. Good on you, Australia. We know Bega. You know, lots of these brands. These are really popular brands in Australia, mate. So let's keep going through and let's see the wet market here in China. Meat packaged. What country is this from? Huh? Australian meat in the wet market here in China. What do we got here? Premium beef from? Is he going to tell us? Shandong. Okay, so that's Chinese. This is Australian grain-fed oxtail. Meat from Australia. What's going on here, guys? In the wet market, we've got Aussie beef. Look. More Aussie beef. Can you see it? Aussie beef. Aussie beef. It's all Aussie beef, mate. What is going on here, guys? What do we got going on here? Grass-fed quality beef here in the wet market in China? What do we got here? Okay, it's either Chinese or Japanese. Now look, it's well packaged, super clean meat. Nothing dirty or weird or gnarly going on here, guys. What's going on here? There were fish here earlier in the day. Maybe another time I'll come around here and I'll show you the fresh fish. Oh, there they are. The wet market, mate. The scary wet market. Prawns. Crabs. Lobster. Fish. Does that look dirty and gnarly to you? Nothing dirty here. Just nice looking fish. Everyone packing up for the night. So normally there's freshly cooked chicken here. They do a good job here. This is really nice here, I tell you. Look at this. So these are buns and stuff for breakfast that you heat them up, you steam them up in the morning. Some of these are pretty good actually. And then look, super well packaged, well preserved, dried meat, flavored meat, all kinds of good stuff here. Then you've got, what do you call these? Like preserved sausages and more meat products. Okay. Super dirty wet market or really beautiful high quality stuff? I'd say what I've seen here in China is super duper high quality stuff. Haven't seen any weird stuff going on here, guys. Aussie beef. The best. Here in the wet markets in China. So you tell me, does it sound like another false media narrative to you? That something yucky came out of the wet markets here in China? I think so. I certainly, when I came here, realised the lies I've been told for years. China's a beautiful, high quality place. Look at the fresh produce, man. Again, come on, guys. Come on, look at this. I don't see that in Brisbane, my beautiful hometown in Australia. Look at it, everything's so well preserved. Look at this place, it just goes on and on and on. Beautiful, clean, fresh produce. Like, man, look at this ginger. Tender ginger. Come on, this is fresh stuff. And it goes on and on and on. The produce goes on and on. Now here you've got other stuff, like you've got your cutlery, your pots and pans over here. And then over this side, you got a bit of alcohol, you got your red wines, your baijiu, which is Chinese white, clear wine. And this is very expensive stuff. Look, $23.80 for some baijiu, which is probably about 600 Australian dollars. So pretty expensive stuff. Look at that, you got Aussie wine here in the wet markets in China. Penfolds in the wet markets? $268, $298, $276. It's not cheap, I tell you. The Chinese are paying a lot of money for good quality stuff, and they're paying it. It's the biggest market in the world. The Chinese pay it because they're wealthy. They're cashed up, man. If you were smart and you had good products, you'd bring them to China. Not only are there 1.4 billion people living here, they're the most cashed up people in the world. At least from my own eyes, I've actually seen it. The evidence of the people living a really great lifestyle. I tell you, it's no longer in the West, it's here in the East, here in China. Look at the cherries. Look at how they package the cherries. 888 RMB for cherries. Dude, we're talking about the best quality cherries you've ever eaten, or should I say that you've never eaten in your life. When I came to China, I had the best fruit I've ever eaten in my life. It's all here. It's all in China. Look at this. Just boxes and boxes and boxes of the best quality, best packaged, best looking fruit I've ever seen in the world. Look at the size of the grapes, man. Look, this is my hand. Huge grapes, like huge. Is this the promised land we've been hearing about? I think it is for me. Look at this place. Avocados, mate. Get your avocados, mate. Coconuts.
Coconut.
You got apples, you got pears, you've got... Ooh. This is like a Chinese fruit. Like a... I'm not sure what you call them. What do you call this, guys? In the comments. What is this?
What do you call this?
What's this? And what's this? In the comments. Help me out here. Pomona?
Pomona.
Passion fruit.
Passion.
Don't know what those are. What's this? I don't know what that is.
What is this?
I don't know what that is. These are figs, man. Okay, figs. Ooh, so nice. I love figs.
Look at,
Oh, do I like me some figs.
look at these. These.
Don't tell me. Aussie Driscoll's, only the finest berries. Raspberries, blackberries. Do you have any blueberries from Driscoll's?
I love these with
Eureka Sunrise. They're probably Aussie,
I'll
man.
eat with these.
Probably a bunch of Aussie fruit, mate. Probably not. Probably half-half. Probably some Aussie and some from different countries. I've seen some US fruit out there before. I avoided it like the plague. You know why? Because you guys spray those fruit like crazy. I don't want to ingest that. No way. American fruit. I love you, America. But I wouldn't eat your fruit. I probably wouldn't eat any of your food either. Not even your organic stuff. I've heard some pretty creepy stories about your health organizations over there being a bit sneaky, if you know what I mean. Anyway, see you next time. Here from Chengdu in China, Andre, reporting out. See you next time.